let us go ahead and move on to our big U.S. stories this week, and we are going to start actually with what is a continuation of a big story from last week. So, if you recall, last week, 6 U.S. senators and representatives, Democrats with experience in either the military or national security, issued a video reminding our troops that it is not just their right but their obligation to ignore illegal orders. Well, this week, the Pentagon said on Monday that they are investigating Democratic Senator Mark Kelly from Arizona, a retired U.S. Navy captain and former astronaut, in light of what they call, quote, serious allegations of misconduct the department has received against him, and could even recall him to active duty to face a court-martial or administrative punishment. This comes as Trump has been pushing relentlessly for consequences for Kelly and the other 5 Democratic lawmakers over that video they made reminding service members of their duty to disobey illegal orders. In a video posted last week on X, the lawmakers said that, quote, threats to our Constitution are coming from right here at home, and repeatedly urged the military and intelligence community to refuse illegal orders, saying, don't give up the ship. Trump called the lawmakers' actions seditious and treason. Well, not all Republicans agree with their Lord and Savior, Donald Trump. Republican Senators John Curtis of Utah and Lisa Murkowski of Alaska backed Kelly, Curtis saying on Tuesday afternoon on X that Kelly's career has been defined by service, and his record reflects his example of the discipline and dedication that are important for success. Later that day, Murkowski echoed her Utah colleague, saying on X that Kelly valiantly served our country, adding, to accuse him and other lawmakers of treason and sedition for rightfully pointing out that service members can refuse illegal orders is reckless and flat out wrong, end quote. Now, they're picking on Kelly specifically because he was an officer and as such can be recalled under military law. Well, the other 5 are not out of the woods. The FBI has opened an inquiry into them. In a statement Tuesday, 4 House members said the FBI contacted the House and Senate Sergeant-at-Arms to arrange interviews with the lawmakers. Senator Alyssa Slotkin of Michigan said that the FBI's counterterrorism division notified her on Monday night that they are opening what appears to be an inquiry against the 6 of them. In addition to Kelly and Slotkin, the group includes Representatives Jason Crow of Colorado, Chris DeLuzio of Pennsylvania, Maggie Goodlander of New Hampshire, and Chrissy Houlihan of Pennsylvania. So, Kurt, let me get your opinion on this.
Do I have to keep it clean?
Absolutely not.
Okay, this is bullshit. Okay, it's utter bullshit.
Yes,
I'm so sick of these people making accusations like this. We have the biggest seditious conspiracy that ever took place in our country was on January 6th. And these people want to sit back and make these kind of accusations on 6 individuals who are basically just telling soldiers, military personnel, these are your rights. So screw them. Okay. And what they're doing, they're barking up the wrong tree, because let me tell you, that little powwow that Hegseth and Trump had with all the generals, that pissed off a lot of them. And they're going to poke they're going to poke this bear one too many times, and they're going to see what happens. Kelly is not somebody to mess with. And Hegseth is a freaking idiot. Okay. He's a former Fox News host who has, his mommy wrote him a letter saying, quit beating up on your wife. Okay. He's got Christian nationalist tattoos on his chest. He's a drunk. I mean, I'm sorry to, attack the guy, but my God, this is just, sorry. It just pisses me off.
It's fine.
It pisses me off.
I'm going to set you up to tee you off on Pete again in the next segment. So,
all right.
keep it warm.
I mean, come on. Did you see the guy do push-ups or pull-ups? Did you see him? I mean, I'm an overweight 62-year-old guy, and I could have done more than what he did. I mean, come on. This is ridiculous. They're going to get what they're like I said, they're poking the bear and they're going to get it.
Crazy.
It's going to happen. Military, our leaders are going to say enough, and he's stepping out of line.
Who knows if they're not already there? You don't see a bunch of principled, experienced, educated men who've been trained on how to handle weighty, intelligent world issues, and then have some sort of Jim Jock Yahoo come in and try to cosplay leadership in front of them and impugn their character and impugn their service and impugn their dignity. Dude, he's lucky he got out of there in one piece. I would have given anything to be a fly on the wall at that meeting.
Seriously. Jesse, how about you? What do you got on this one?
Yeah, I mean, it's par for the course for Trump, right? So he routinely, over and over again, invokes violence, right? So Proud Boys, stand back and stand by, like over and over again. But there's very fine people on both sides at Charlottesville. He gives a nod, a subtle dog whistle, a go ahead to right wing violent people, right? So the January 6th people that were all pardoned, right? Over and over again, he clears the lane for political violence on his side. And then the second that anybody left of center says anything about like, hey, actually, isn't our military not supposed to do this? He will point out like, oh, it's sedition. Look, they're trying to start a civil war. Look, they're all murderers. Look at what they did with Charlie Kirk. It's over and over again. It's bad faith. They forget that they're in the middle of this kind of try to wag the dog thing. And then a day later, they'll openly endorse fascism again. It's just like we shouldn't be wasting any time treating their claims as legitimate or serious grievances. They clearly have invited a world where there are no checks and balances and where, the president is supposed to be this unified executive theory. Like part of being the executive is being the commander in chief, and there are still rules for the army. And so acting as though this is seditious in any way is, again, they don't even believe it. They're just saying shit in order to just distract people away from the fact that our president is a pedophile, corrupt, look at the people he's pardoning. Like the things he's doing are just so beyond the pale. All of the members of his base know that. Like actually talk face to face with a MAGA person. I have not talked to any Trump supporter in the last month who can defend the shit he's doing. And so he's just trying to jingle his keys in your face while he picks your pocket over and over again. It's the only movie now.
I like
that. A lot of those Trump supporters, one of the reasons they liked him is because he said, "Oh, we're gonna stop the illegal foreign wars." Well, about that.